Hey guys, sorry for the super long hiatus. I am back home at my parents' house, and that's why the background's a little bit different. And that's also why I'm wearing a hat, because they don't believe in heating, but that's besides the point. Today, let's talk about Attack the Block. Attack the Block, written and directed by Joe Cornish, is about a teenage street game that has to defend themselves from a group of predatory aliens that invade their community. The block refers to the city they live in, which is not located in one of the nicer parts of London. If you've seen Dread, it's another really solid action movie. A lot of the film's set within the one building, and it's the same with this film, where a lot of it takes place within the building that they're trying to defend.
What kind of alien would invade some council estate in South London?
I watched this movie a while ago and actually wrote this review before John Boyega became the most famous person ever. I will get back to his performance later, but in short, it's good. This movie was awesome. It was funny, the action was good, and I really liked the practical effects of just people in black suits. But they had glowing teeth and it was super effective. It was a really interesting way of portraying these monsters, and it added a lot of heft and actual physical volume to their performances. But what really resonated with me were the characters and some of the more serious themes. It starts immediately with a scene of a bunch of kids robbing a woman who we later find out to be a nurse named Sam. This is a really brave way to start this film because initially these kids seem to be antagonists. They're bullying this very innocent woman, and it's not just innocent bullying, it's actually pretty aggressive. The writer of this film, though, very successfully fleshes out these characters. While they are antagonistic to other people, they look out for each other and have a natural chemistry. The way they talk is kind of hard to understand at times, but you can tell that they've been hanging out together for a long time, and their accent adds a lot of authenticity to their characters and where they're from.
What is that, cuz? That's an alien, bruv. Believe it. When I landed in the wrong place, though, you get me? The wrong place.
But these aren't just simple archetypes of kids gone bad or kids with a soft side. These kids aren't just saying lines or things kids wouldn't say. These are people that get scared, that make the wrong decisions, and when they make the wrong decisions, they suffer. This film does a great job of reminding us that they're kids and they do stupid shit. Oftentimes, it's spurred on by each other. In the scene where we see Moses' room, Moses is kind of the leader of the gang, played by John Boyega. It's a very powerful scene. It reminds us of his actual age. And yes, if you are under 18, you are technically a child. This film also has a very nuanced script that treats the audience with respect. It doesn't beat you over the head with the common and kind of overplayed theme that, oh, bad kids that act badly come from broken families. While these kids, it's clear that they don't come from money, they still all have people that care about them. You actually see glimpses of their family life as they go back to their respective homes to grab weapons to fight off the aliens. I really like that touch because it didn't take a long time, but it really further fleshed out the characters. The abusive and negligent family is a common and understandable way to explain hooliganism, but the behavior of children away from their parents and as a group, it's hard to predict, good parenting or bad parenting aside. These kids do good things, they do bad things, they do cowardly things, they do brave things, just like real people who do all these things. Now let's talk about Moses, played by John Stormtrooper Boyega, who actually has the most conventional story arc within this movie.
What is that?
He's the person who plays the archetype of the kid that comes from a broken family. He projects this distrust onto cops and society. He's been through a lot, and outwardly, he's cool, he's tough, he's a leader. But at the end of the day, he cries, he bleeds, and he takes responsibility in the only way he knows how, which is fighting.
We need to get off the streets, back in the block.
Like any movie you watch, even really good ones, this movie has flaws, but I am nitpicking. The plot is pretty straightforward, and maybe it's kind of predictable, but it's a great movie. It's fun, emotional, great characters, and I highly recommend it. Watch this film and you can easily see what the Star Wars people saw. in John Boyega, especially in his performance in this film. He's good. He's very good. And I think that shows in that other film he's in that came out recently. I think it's called Space Wars. Don't kill me. And in case you're wondering, I love that movie and this movie. I love everything John Boyega has been in so far. Go John Boyega. Go see this movie. A+.
Wait, this is safe.
Today we're going to be talking about The Man from Nowhere. This is one of the best action films I've ever seen.